All right, here's video number 2 of the GFRC concrete coffee table project. As you can see from the first video, I just had the pieces cut, and now I have them assembled, and you can see the screws at the bottom holding them all in place. I've also put the first layer of caulk on. The silicone, you can see the almond color around the, I have yet to do the corners. I always like to let it dry a little bit before I do the corners so that the actual corner down there doesn't get messed up too much. And then you'll also see a couple of parallel lines there with a sharpie. Those are my guidelines for the different layers of the cement for the top in the mold. You know, what'll be next to the melamine is the top surface, and we're building up towards the bottom. So that first line, each one of those is at a 1/2 inch thickness, approximately, or as good as I can get close. I just used a 1/2 inch piece of plywood, set it in there and scribed the line with a Sharpie. It's just close. So that first 1/2 inch will be the face coat that won't have any glass fibers added to it. And then the second 1/2 inch that will be the back coat, which will have the 3/4 inch alkaline resistant glass fibers added to the mix. And then once those are in, those layers are in and kind of troweled smooth. I've also cut ahead of time. I have this piece of 2-inch foam. Let me grab that up and I'll show you. So once those two lower levels or layers of face coat and back coat, then I'll set this in there and get it kind of squared up so that you can see there'll be a gap all the way around, and then I will fill the face coat up to the side, which I'll probably kind of fill up as we go, and you know, I will lose my lines, but it just kind of gives me a reference point. So face coat coming up the edge, again about a 1/2 inch, so about half of this will be face coat, and then the between the foam and the face coat will be back coat with the glass fibers. So, and then the whole thing, obviously this will be a little higher, and the whole thing will be troweled off at the level of the form on the edges, so that we get an actual face on the table. And then so that inch, or I think that's about 1.5 inches, I think, from this line here up to the top. So that will be, the frame will sit in between where this pink is, the legs and frame that the concrete sits on. And it'll just be sitting there with friction, you know, up against the two edges of concrete. There'll be a framework to create those legs, which I haven't really designed yet. I'm not quite sure how I want that to look, what style yet. I think I'll wait until after I get the concrete poured and stained and sealed and all that, so I can see what it looks like before I decide on a style for legs. Anyway, just a quick update. I still don't have the materials yet to be able to do the concrete, and like I said, I still got to caulk those corners. And then once I've done caulking it and it's all dry, I'll clean it, the form, and wax it with like a Johnson's paste wax to be able to get a better release with the concrete when I take the mold apart. So that's it. We'll talk to you later. Bye.